Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to MegaMoney Money Talk Show. In today's show, we have with me my good friend, telecom entrepreneur Sridhar Pai Tonse, and we'll be having discussion with him. For those of viewers who are watching this live on 31st of January 2024, 6 p.m., please type in the comments hash live. And for those of you who are going to watch it on some other day, some other time, please type in the comments hash replay. Also type in the comments which city you are watching it from so that we get to know more about you. So let's get started. Hi Sridhar, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good evening. Hi, Dinesh.
Good. Yeah, we have been in this authors group in the book like which Siddharth brought us together. Uh, and but we haven't been able to interact much, so I took this as an opportunity for both of us to interact. And welcome to the show. So how are you doing, Sridhar? Last 2 months has been quite a lot of things happening in your environment. So first of all,
Yeah,
congratulations for all those events.
thank you. Thank you so much. You're absolutely right. I think thanks to SIDS and ILH community for putting us together. And I think you're right. I think the last 2 months have been, in short, exhilarating because not just on the professional front, also on my family front. Because my oldest son, got married, and so we were busy with the wedding. It was in multi-city. It was in Mumbai and Bangalore, and so it's just kind of winding down now post all the wedding, and we had a few family-related functions and travel. So I'm just in some ways getting back into serious work at ILH and all my writing and coaching stuff. And so this was a high time that we kind of reconnected and talked. So thank you for this opportunity and putting me on the show.
Great, great. Yeah, it's a big milestone. Your son getting married, like that's a big milestone. So definitely deserves a lot of congratulations for that.
Thank you.
Good. So yeah, Sridhar. Anyway, I was looking forward to this interaction. I have read your story in that book, I Can Coach, Volume One.
Yeah.
But for our viewers' sake, please share your story. I know you are the telecom guy, hardcore telecom guy. So tell us your journey, how it began, and what has been your path till now. What all things you have done. So share a bit about yourself so that we get to know you, and our viewers
Happy.
also get to know you.
Sure. Happy to do that. So I'm actually Bangalorean, and I kind of grew up here in Malleshwaram in Bangalore. My early days were very normal, a typical middle class Bangalore kid going to school, playing cricket, all the usual stuff. I think, but there was an inside of me. There was a couple of strong factors that kind of drove me to, in terms of curiosity, and I think one of them is my high school teachers. I think the high school part of it was a very intriguing section session in my life because we had some teachers who really kind of triggered a curiosity in terms of science and some in terms of physics. And I remember some questions in my high school physics class, which kind of bothered me for years. One of them, and I eventually found the answer to this much later, and I'll just quickly jump into that. One of them was in high school, my question in physics, which I never got an answer in high school, was on what basis why is it that the magnet, when it's suspended, it aligns north south? What makes it
Hmm.
so? I never got an answer to that for a long time. It only later I realized that Earth itself is a magnet, and we have north and south poles which are interspersed. I didn't know that at
Oh,
that
during
time. I didn't get
school, you didn't get this answer? During
I
school, you
didn't
didn't get this answer?
no, we did not. I did not get that answer in school. The second one was, my question about on what basis does how much bandwidth does a communications channel need to pack into it um, information. For example, remember those days we used to watch, we didn't have TV, and we used to watch most of our cricket was not even to be watched, right? It was just listening on radio. And
With
my
the
big question,
transistors.
yeah, transistors, right? Remember. And my question was, how is it that you can actually speak into some system? I remember the India West Indies cricket matches, and we used to actually get to hear it, and they used to, the elders at home used to say that there's a lag and it happens after a few hours, few minutes, and I used to wonder what causes that. And it became a bigger surprise for me when I realized that you can actually broadcast cricket matches and you can sit here and watch it, live. And I was like, wow, that means something is capturing that image and putting it inside a channel, and the channel is coming all the way and beaming into our living room. And and that was one of the big triggers for me to actually pick up communication side, because my engineering was in electronics and telecom. And I used to always wonder, my big question was, if
Mm-hmm.
image put in, is there a limit to how much you can put into that channel? And who defines that limit?
Mm-hmm.
These kinds of questions. So I really thoroughly enjoyed my engineering, because my communication subjects were actually very, very. I regularly went beyond the scope of the text just to understand how it works. So somehow I think the communication zone and that sector was kind of tailor made for me, and I really soaked myself into it over the next 25 years. I never thought I would. My first job was at Motorola, and we were part of the team that actually set up the first data X.25 networks, sending messages and packets between various Indian Railways offices. That was one of our big projects. After
Mm-hmm.
that, paging came up, and a little later, I
When
moved.
did
I
you
went to the.
start your career? When did you start your
Um,
career?
I think I believe it was in 1991, 89, 1991 were the years I worked at Motorola.
Okay, okay. So you started your career in 89, 85 to 19 batch you did engineering?
Yes, yes, exactly right. Yes.
Okay.